This week in gaming, May the 4th be with everybody here. Welcome in, everybody. It is May 4th, and we are doing a quick little, I wouldn't even say quick, we actually have an action-packed episode today. Uh-oh, Pedro. Oh no, immediately, so this doesn't show up on the stream, but people are redeeming, viewer attacks, which, oh boy, Oh no, they're just rolling in. So you can pay with bits or certain channel point unlocks, and you can throw tomatoes, eggs, and Pedro at me. So this is going to be interesting. Anyways, we're going to start off with some wins and fails. Oh, that's literally the entire page is just these redeems. Everyone's just redeeming them ahead of time so they can use it. It's like buying your popcorn before the movie. Wins and fails is what we're going to start off with. We have layoffs, delays, collections, and success stories. So we're going to have a little bit of an up and down roller coaster to start off with. And let's start off with our first fail, EA layoffs. Let's go! After EA's troubling financial report in January, they've announced downsizing for studios such as Codemasters, Respawn Entertainment, and are planning to axe 200 to 300 more jobs. Yeah, that's a fair tomato or egg. It seems, or I spelled that IT. It seems to be working, however, as the cuts have brought their stock price back up. So you can see back around January, they had their financial report, and their stock tanked. It went super low, and then they started cutting jobs like crazy, and it actually brought the stock price back up. So, I mean, look at it. It's literally returned back to normal as of now. Like, as of, like, yesterday, or, yeah, I think whenever I took the screenshot, it, like, returned, which is so sad. Anyways, next up, Star Wars sale. Oh, wait. Star Wars sale. Aspire Media has announced a Star Wars Grand Collection, a bundle of 9 games. This is our win. I didn't realize the price, though, when I set this as the win. This bundle will cost you $90. And it'll be for Switch and PlayStation 2, including the following games: Star Wars Bounty Hunter, Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles, Episode 1 Racer, The Force Unleashed, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, Knights of the Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic 2, and Republic Commando. These are all really old games, so charging $90 for it is kind of expensive. I would have said like $40. $40 would be a steal. I would say $40 is a good deal. Damn good deal. I'd take that deal. Would you take that deal? Yeah, I'd take that deal. And on the Steam side, PC gamers have a little bit of a better sale going on. There's the Star Wars May the 4th Be With You sale going on Steam right now. You can get Jedi Fallen Order for $6. I actually am really tempted on this one. $6. I still haven't played this game. I heard it's really good. $6. Damn good deal. Now, going deeper into the Steam thing, I was curious. I was like, this $90 bundle, $90 is a lot for these games. How much is it if I add all of these to my cart on Steam? Well, instead of paying $90, PC users have the option of buying all these games from the Star Wars Grand Collection for much cheaper. Adding each game on Steam to your cart will individually only cost you $44.91 and will be even less when buying classic bundles. It is also worth mentioning that KOTOR 1 and 2 will not be on the PlayStation version. So you're paying $90 and you're not even getting Knights of the Old Republic. Those are only on the Switch. So the PlayStation bundle is even less valuable, which is crazy. So yeah, kind of a bad deal actually when you think about it. But if you're on Steam, like, I mean, look at these games. You can get Knights of the Old Republic for $2.50. Jedi Outcast for $2.50, or you can get these classic bundles for like $7.50 to $20.20. Hell of a good deal. Not sure what they're smoking over there at Aspire though. So pretty cool. Next we have our fail. GTA 6 has been delayed. Oh, who could have seen this coming? Anybody who was paying attention can see this coming. I knew this was coming. I knew it was coming. You guys have so many tomatoes. Let's go. It won't be broken on launch. Honestly, that's a good thing. I agree, Nepal. In a surprise to no industry insiders, Rockstar has delayed GTA even further. So apparently, I've seen a lot of people getting surprised. Like, Moist Critical was surprised by it. I'm like, how? Like, I could tell it wasn't going to come out. The new targeted release date is now May 2026. So this time next year. While taking time to deliver the best product possible is not a bad thing, it is worth mentioning that the last entry in this series came out nearly 12 years ago. Now, if you look at the Rockstar Games timeline, in '98 they made Grand Theft Auto, and then they made another Grand Theft Auto the next year, Thrasher, GTA 2. Then they made Wild Metal. I forgot they made Midnight Club. They made 4 games in 2000. They made 5 games in 2001, including Max Payne. They made 3 games in 2002. They made 3 games in 2003. Oh my gosh, I'm just going ahead. They made 3 games in 2004, 3 games in 2005, 3 games in 2006, a game in 2007, 2 games in 2008, 3 games in 2009, 2 in 2010, 1 in 2011, 1 in 2012, 1 in 2013, and then 5 years later they made Red Dead Redemption 3, and then now it's been 7 years with no releases. So I extended this because this was the original timeline that someone had made with 2025 for GTA 6. I added like my own little thing, and I was like, ooh, 2043 question mark. We'll see. It's crazy. I remember seeing this this list back when Red Dead came out. This is an extension. As you can see, someone added this extra line for GTA 6, but this was a meme for a long time that they just stopped making games, and it's totally accurate. After GTA 5, they didn't make anything for years. I don't know what happened. They just don't make games anymore. Spoilers, I know, I'm so upset. Now people in the VOD are going to be pausing and seeing what's coming up next. Don't ruin it for yourself. Don't ruin it for yourself if you're watching the VOD. Who am I kidding? No one watches the VOD. Luckily you can't go backwards on Twitch. You're gonna break it? What are you gonna break it? It won't be broken on launch. Remember Mass Effect Andromeda? Yeah, you'll find a way to break it, Clarence. I'm still lost on how to throw eggs. So you go down here. You go down to viewer attack, and then you select one of these things. For example, if you want to buy one for channel points, you switch over to this little icon right here. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what? No. Wait, how do you buy with channel points? Is that the end? I actually have no idea how this works. There's a way to buy them with channel points. You guys have been doing it. The channel point thing. It has my little emotes on here. I didn't even realize there was emotes. That's new. Under the message box. Well, anyways, you select your things, and then you can click on the screen and throw them. Anyways, next slide, we have our win, Expedition 33's generational success. Dude, I cannot stop glazing this company. Sandfall Interactive debuted their very first game to an unbelievable success. Receiving praise from even the French President Macron, where the studio is headquartered. Yeah, it's a French company. On the game, he had this to say: 1 million copies sold and one of the best rated games in history. And yes, it is French. Congrats to Sandfall Interactive and the creators of Expedition 33. You make France's creativity and audacity shine across the world. This is like not only a success worldwide, but it's like at their home country. It's like their own president is touting it for its cultural significance. That's crazy. Could you imagine if Donald Trump was sitting there holding a copy of fucking FIFA 2025 and being like, "Congratulations, America, we did it," you know, like. He's holding up a copy of Oblivion Remastered. It's crazy. Like, you never see stuff like this, and you know they just deserve it. And here's the team. It was 30 people who made that game. 30 people, 30 souls made one of the biggest games of the year. It's most likely going to be game of the year. It's unless something really good comes out this year, it's probably gonna win. And I only have love for them. I am so glad, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. I have Game Pass. I'm gonna be able to play it through Game Pass, but I'm still working with Oblivion. I've been playing Oblivion every night. So it's gonna be a while before I'm free up to play that game. Which leads us to our next part. Ew, French. Ew. Oh, there's a bit of a European rivalry in the chat. But that leads us to our next segment, because Oblivion did not affect Expedition 33, believe it or not. Despite releasing in the same week, it would appear that Oblivion and Expedition 33 were able to coexist and both earn success. Their publisher, Kepler Interactive, said that Oblivion didn't seem to harm us at all. In fact, 35% of Expedition 33 players also played Oblivion, while 55% of Xbox players played both. That's a great overlap. In fact, some people even said, some people even think that Oblivion helped the game, because now people are thinking, like, on their mind, good RPGs, because they're both in the same category. People are remembering how good Oblivion was, and now they're playing this new game and realizing, oh wow, like, nowadays we also have such good talent. It's pretty cool. And then this is on Macron's story. He posted a screenshot of all the awards they've won so far. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Yeah, look at that. Let's go. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. From pretty much everybody. 9.5, 9.5. Come on, 999. Oh man, now I'm starting to sound German. IGN gave it a 9. Get out of here. But yeah, pretty glowing reviews. The lowest they're getting is a 9. That's crazy. It has last I checked last week, it was an aggregate score of 9.1. So I don't know if that's gotten higher or lower, but it's so great. Oh my gosh. All right. I am going to mute that for now. Next, we have a Mario and Animal Crossing Lego set collab. So, Lego's been partnering with Nintendo a lot lately. Lego has announced more Nintendo product collabs. A few weeks ago, we talked about their very first Pokemon set announcement, and it appears they're incorporating more franchises now. They've already done Animal Crossing in the past, but now they're doing even more alongside Mario. I don't know if they've done a Mario one in the past. I looked on their website, and it looks like you could buy some right now. So maybe they already did Mario and it just wasn't on my radar, but I've never seen Mario Lego sets before. And that brings up the question, which Nintendo franchise would you guys like to see Lego do? I think the obvious answer, the obvious elephant in the room is Zelda. Everyone wants Zelda Legos. That would be sick. In fact, I actually have some Nintendo Legos right here. I have my own Animal Crossing set. Look at this. Isn't that sick? Look at this. Look at this. Is that sick? Oh my god. Is this still... Why is this still making sound? Alright. Wait, what did I get rid of my logo? I disabled the wrong thing. There we go. Our next, you don't have to do that to me. I stopped buying Legos. They are expensive as fuck and get worse every year. That's true. That's true. I actually got these on clearance. How many pieces are in this? Only 233 pieces. No wonder it was so cheap. This was like, I think it was like $20 on clearance. It was like normally like $40, which is kind of insane. 233 pieces. Wait, can we get a calculator real quick? 233 divided by 40. That's 5.8 pieces of Lego per dollar. That's not a very good value, I would say. Anyways, moving on. Half-Life 3 may still release. I don't know if anyone still cares about Half-Life 3. I know it used to be such a big meme. Like, it was the most anticipated game ever of all time. And now we actually have information that might confirm it's existing. Because an insider is spreading around a rumor saying that Half-Life 3 might not only be coming, but it is currently fully playable from start to finish and is in the polishing phase. That would be a bombshell if that's true. This comes after numerous leaks about the original development as well as the entire plot. So a lot of people didn't think this would ever happen because the entire plot was leaked by one of the original creators who eventually left the company. And people were like, oh my gosh, that was a burp and and a hiccup at the same time. Everyone thinks that because of that, they're sharing the story because it's never going to happen. But that might not be the case. Many fans expect the game would never release for this reason, but it looks like that is not. That's literally what I just said. Could not care, dead game. I feel like a lot of people still care, so I think that's kind of cool. I would like to see that, but I guess we'll find out. It's just a rumor. It's by an unnamed person, but I saw that floating around, so I think that's kind of cool. And there has been a lot of weird stuff with Half-Life. Remember, we got some early footage from the original development. So that leaked. So we've been getting just a lot of Half-Life 3 leaks in the recent year, like real legitimate leaks. Like there's always been like fake leaks for years. Like it was such a meme, like Half-Life 3 leaked footage, and it'll be like someone in Gary's mod like fucking around. But we have actual real leaks and rumors of it being in production. So I don't know. It seems like there is a little bit of a stir going around this game. Like they might actually do something with the franchise. I mean, we got Half-Life Alyx, but I have a feeling that there's something about the third game in a series that Valve is just afraid to do. Like there's just a weird curse around it. They never make a third game. They never made a third Left 4 Dead. They never made a third Team Fortress. They never made a third Half-Life. It's lucky that Counter-Strike doesn't go by 1s and 2s, otherwise they wouldn't make a third one of those. Half-Life has always been a weird game. I don't think I would play it. See, it's just such a generational thing. I know millennials care about Half-Life 3, but Gen Z does not. It's just not a thing that Gen Z cares about. But I promise you, like this is like one of the most anticipated games of all time ever, at least with certain generations. Like people who grew up playing games in the 90s. They love Half-Life. I played all the Half-Life except for the first one because I could never figure out the level, but I love the game. Okay, there you go. Never played it, only played Gary's mod. I mean, Counter-Strike now uses numbers. So, oh yeah, we're on Counter-Strike 2, right? They call it Counter-Strike 2. They'll never make a Counter-Strike 3. So this is finally the last Counter-Strike? Yeah, probably. They're never gonna make a third one. And it's funny because it's not even Counter-Strike 2. It's CS2. It's basically it's still Counter-Strike Go. They just renamed it to 2. And there's been more than 2 Counter-Strikes. There's been Counter-Strike, there's been Counter-Strike Source, there's been Counter-Strike Go. I'm sure there's probably been more. Anyways, next slide. Marathon alpha testers want a delay. So many of the people who got their hands on the early build of Marathon are asking for the game to be delayed from 2025 to 2026. Clarence like, woo, but this isn't good news. It's kind of like, it's good news if they do it. A lot of people don't think that it's finished. The game is set to release in September this year, but many people are skeptical on whether it is finished enough for a full release. Rumors are that the open beta will start in August, and Bungie has already lifted the NDA to allow full transparency. So that's a good thing. I think normally when a company lifts their NDA, it just means that they have like a good product that they want people to talk about. But now that people are talking about it, they're like, delay it, it's not done yet. And I guess that's to be expected with a beta build. But if it's as unfinished as people are saying, that's a really, really bad sign. Because it's coming out in months, right? Like normally, like with big developments like this, like how far away is September? 4 months from now. 4 months is nothing in AAA development time. That is 4 months. You're done making the game. It's all marketing at that point. It's all marketing. So if people don't think it's finished now, that is a very bad omen. They're gonna need another year for sure. And this guy, Legacy Killer HD, says, yes, it's a closed alpha. Yes, players are limited, but the drop off should scare Bungie. I genuinely think that they'll be delaying to 2026. Marathon needs work and a reason to justify a price tag. So there was a peak of 6,900 people playing this game in the early beta, and it's dropped down to 1,400 currently. It's not even capturing the people who are getting an early look at it. Like, people played it and it's like I don't know. Not a good look. Are they allowing the testers to try and cheat? I would do that to test the anti-cheat. I don't know. Probably not. It's just it's basically just balancing in some glitchy assets. Okay. I think there's more though, because I haven't seen specifics, because I guess people aren't really being too open about what's going on. But as Killa HD says, he's saying that he needs a reason to justify the price tag. So I don't know if people think that it's even worth the. I mean, if it's releasing for $80, I don't. Do we have a price on it? Marathon game. How much is it? Marathon on Steam. Yeah, there's no price yet, but it's coming out in 4 months. If it depends on the price. Like if it's like $40, I could understand maybe. But if people are feeling like there's not enough content and they try to release it for $80, it's gonna be a dead game. It's gonna be Concord. No price yet. But they did say it will be premium, but not AAA prices. Okay, so probably like $60, because that's premium now, even though that used to be AAA. Probably around 40. We'll see. I don't know. The problem is there's a lot of free games that have similar play styles, so we'll see how it goes. I think that this is a bad omen, though. I think that if people are calling for a delay, you might want to delay it. Dead like a baby in a coat hang. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's the craziest thing I've seen in the chat. Anyways, moving on. Call of Duty adds Seth Rogen. Yeah, let's give it up for Seth Rogen, everybody. Yeah, holy shit, I know, right? Call of Duty leans heavily into their fan base's love for marijuana by adding Seth Rogen alongside a plethora of weed paraphernalia and their new event, High Art. This comes in the form of a battle pass with a free tier and a paid $10 pass that each have their own rewards. So in the paid $10 pass, you can get this fucking skin of Seth Rogen. And as you can see in the background, there's him like dressed as an operator with a fucking bucket hat, just running around with a gun. Dude, this is so goofy. Oh my, there's also that one guy wearing a weed shirt. I can't remember this guy. He's from that one thing. Dude, honestly, Call of Duty's been leaning so heavily on like the whole like drug thing. Fucking clown. I don't know. I guess it's like, you know, they know their audience, but I find it to be kind of cringy. But good for them. They have a bunch of like weed leaves that you can put on your guns and stuff. And this is for Call of Duty Warzone, by the way. Not Call of Duty Black Ops 17 or whichever one they're on. Anyways, moving on. Oh, we're going to take a look at the trailer. just to show you how ridiculous this is.
So, this is nice.
The fucking laugh.
All right, let's call this duty.
Let's call this duty.
Hey man, where am I? Oh my god, this game is intense. Hell yes, that's what I'm talking about.
What is that gun?
Look out, I am Seth Rogen, mother. Uh-oh. Man, I love this job.
That's so goofy, man. Anyways, moving on. Dr. Lupo cheating scandal. I don't even want to talk about it. Dr. Lupo, High on Life. Warzone looks more like Fortnite than Call of Duty. It's becoming that. It really is. We talked about this earlier in the stream. I couldn't help it. I really wanted to talk about Dr. Lupo. There's a massive scandal if you guys haven't heard. Streamer Dr. Lupo was caught cheating in a $100,000 chess tournament called PogChamps. After blundering during a match, something clicked, or rather, he clicked something that allowed him to perform significantly better than he had been. So people noticed there was literally a switch where he was like fucking up the game, and then all of a sudden he's playing perfectly. Initially, he had claimed that his chat had been giving him moves, but it was actually proven later that he actually used a cheat engine to win. So people called him out on this, and he was like, no, it was just my chat. Like they were giving me moves. I shouldn't have been reading the chat. It's my bad. And people were like, no. Like, you used a cheat engine. Like, you absolutely did. He's like, okay, I guess I used a cheat engine. You guys got me. But hey, at least I came clean about it, right? Fuck no, dude. We had to pressure you. I don't want to say we because I wasn't involved, but people had to pressure you to admit the truth. I really dislike this whole, well, I came clean, so like, what do you expect from me, man? It's just so, imagine being so insecure that you have to cheat in a chess game. And this guy's known for raising a lot of money for charities, and it's like, you would think a charitable person wouldn't be so concerned with winning $100,000. Like, I'm sure he has enough money, right? I'm not sure why he did it, other than just pride, arrogance, ego. Also, if you look at the background photo I used, I thought this was kind of funny. It's a little white chess piece on the ground, and there's a bunch of black chess pieces surrounding it. like a certain meme, you might say. I don't know if that was intentional. This was on like the literal Google stock images, so I don't know if they meant to do that or if they did. But wow, word.exe in chess. Pussy should die like a man. I don't know if you can die in chess, but yeah, no, he should have just taken the L. Like, I don't know why, and people love to cheat in chess specifically, and I find that so embarrassing. Like, you're cheating in a fucking board game, dude. Do you cheat in Monopoly too? Are you that insecure? So yeah, just an L on him. But a lot of other people have been taking this too seriously. I would also like to push the brakes and pull back a little bit, because like, he doesn't deserve death threats. He doesn't deserve to be canceled over this. He doesn't deserve to be, destroyed, but he does deserve every bit of mockery that he's getting, because this dude's a fucking clown. So Asmongold had a really good take on this, one of his rare good takes. He said that it was identical to Pirate Software, which is crazy because that was immediately what I thought. I'm like, this is Pirate Software. Because they're waiting on the update for chess too. You cannot update your name, Clarent. You have to stay Clarent. I don't care. Anyways, next slide. Platinum Games' new online project. So, hot off the failure of Babylon's Fall, do you guys remember that? Platinum Games made a MMO that had 2 people play it. 2 people play their AAA MMO. I'm not even joking. It was literally less than 100 people played it. At one point, they were making updates for one guy. There was only one person left on their server, and they were basically had a whole team running round the clock for this one player. But it appears Platinum Games would like another helping of pain. The company has posted a job listing for a developer with online action game experience, which has led people to believe that their next project will be a multiplayer one. So I'm hoping, I'm praying that they do not under any circumstance make another MMO. It's just going to be a disaster. You've never heard of it? Neither did anybody else. It was one of the worst launches ever. Babylon's Fall. This game came out in 2022. Cost. How much did it cost to make? It sold less than 1,000 copies, dude. That's insane. It's been a long time since I've seen a game so blatantly sent out to die. Is the top comment on there. I'm sure even the Wikipedia tears into it. Reception, generally unfavorable reviews. Metacritic listed Babylon's Fall as the 3rd worst game of 2022. Man, they must have had a really stacked competition to be only the third worst. Is that the year that like Gollum came out? Let's see, worst games of 2022. What else came out? Oh, Gotham Knights and Saints Row. I forgot about that. Multiverses also kind of flopped, but it was a weird thing where they made a beta or something that people really liked, and then they launched the full game like a year and a half later, and all the hype had died and no one played it. Okay. 10 most disappointing games of 2022. Yeah, Babylon's Fall, Crossfire, Diablo Immortal, Gotham Knights. Overwatch 2 came out that year. Oh, I forgot about Rainbow Six Extraction. Oh my gosh, these are really bad. Saints Row. Yeah, okay, it was a pretty bad year. Sales. On Steam, Babylon's Fall had an all-time high of 1,100 concurrent players. Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought it was, but still really bad. Which fell to just one player in May 2022. There was literally one guy playing this MMO for a while. There's literally one person. How do you do that? How do you even make an MMO so bad that only one person stays? Making it the 24th best-selling retail game of the week in the country. The week of its release, it was the 24th best-selling game of that week in the country. That's such a very tiny margin. PlayStation 5 physical version sold 2,200 units in the country during the same week, making it the 27th best-selling retail game. Okay, so they did sell some copies, but probably not as much as they would have spent making an MMO. In case you don't know, MMOs cost millions, hundreds of millions of dollars to make. So they probably made like, I don't know, maybe $100,000 back. That's the worst, and that's not assuming that's assuming nobody returned it, which I'm certain most people did. So yeah, hopefully praying that they just do not make another online game. Just don't do it. This is the company that's been working on Ninja Gaiden. This is the company that's been working on Nier Automata. This is the company that's been working on Bayonetta. Make those games. Those games sell. Make those games. Please. Oblivion level scaling. Guess I had like 3 tech support or really good friends. That's impressive. It's impressive how bad it sold. I didn't mind Saints Row. It wasn't great, but it was definitely overhated. That's true. You can't even play it anymore. Yeah, no, it's gone. It's gone. Former Bethesda dev Brutch Nesmith. That's the weirdest name. But this is apparently an OG person that worked on Oblivion back in the day, and they admit that level scaling was a mistake. He said, I think the world leveling with I think the world leveling with you was a mistake, and it's proven by the fact that it did not happen in the same way in Skyrim. So this is, if you don't know, the entire world scales with you in Oblivion. So as you level up, everything else around you also levels up. So like grinding levels in this game does not matter. You can play it at level 1. A lot of player satisfaction is also lost when spending time leveling is also increasing the strength of your enemies. So a lot of people have been using this to point out like how it's just not a good game design mechanic. And I've been seeing this getting posted everywhere. Longtime Oblivion fans, players are warning newcomers to do that Kvatch quest before level scaling makes it a nightmare. So I didn't realize this. It's been a while since I played Oblivion. And if you caught my stream last week, you watched me crash out pretty hard towards the end of it. This actually made me end my stream. I was streaming for like 7 hours, and this made me end my stream. Let's take a look at what happened when you go into a non-level scaled area. Okay. Or a level scaled area at a high level. I would really like a bed, but I will go back to Kvatch. So I'm calling myself the hero of Kvatch. Like I told that one guy, like, I'm the hero of Kvatch. And I still haven't even finished the quest line. I just closed the initial Oblivion gate and took Martin out of there. And I just haven't come back. I was like, I'll help you guys in a bit. I just gotta get the Emperor back home safe. Why can't I copy it? Here we are now. It's been like 10 days. They're like, I don't know if he's coming back. You can see my eyes. Like I'm so unamused at this point. I skipped pretty far into it, but this is when it hit the fan. I feel like we just entered the Nether, and these are a bunch of blaze. We're right next to a blaze spawner. Dude, this is so obnoxious. What the fuck is this hell?
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Yeah, you could say that. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong person. Dude, they're literally destroying my armor. This is a problem. I'm gonna die. Alright, I have to use a potion. This is so annoying. This is so fucking annoying. Dude, what the fuck is this enemy spam? What the f- There's literally so many. What in the absolute I don't even know what to say. That was like,
so
they just put
bad.
like 20 enemies in a room.
Not far off. Not far off, actually.
Figure it out. Right here alone, there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
This
5.
is an hour later. It took me an
5
hour to clear this area.
Oh my god. 6, 7, 8.
I might have missed some too, so there might be more. No way, they just flanked you? Pretty
9.
much. This is while I was in my lecture, you could just hear me screaming.
10, 11, 12, 13.
Rip. They're all dead. They're all dead.
14, 15. Oh wow, only 15. Wow. How kind of them to send 15 fucking enemies at me all at once. Just a perfect amount to just decimate me. With some really squishy fucking guards.
Charge the courtyard. Leave none of them standing.
This is like when you play. Okay. I guess that's all he has to say. This is like when you play with like a new DM in Dungeons and Dragons, and he sends like 10 guys after you, and you have to explain to him what movement economy is. It's like, listen, I can defeat one of these guys in a 1v1 very easily, but when you put 10 of them against me, when you put 15 of them against me, it kind of becomes impossible to fight back because you're just being hit 15 times to your every one.
It was really bad. The only way I was able to clear that area, actually, I genuinely could not do it. The only way I found to get past this area was to shoot arrows through the gate and kill most of them off. And then, even then, it was still tough. It was still really tough. Because the blazes I couldn't hit, the flame Atronox. It's bad. It's really bad. You have to play this at level 1. Don't do what I did. I went in at like level 13 with good armor. The another thing that I was struggling with that wasn't shown here was they destroy your armor. Not only do they hit you so many times, every time they do that, it ticks down the durability on your armor. By the end of that fight, every single piece of my armor was broken. So yeah, I was so heated. I was so mad. And then I did all that. I got about 100 gold. 100 gold worth of loot out of doing that mission. I went back. It cost me like 700 gold to fix all my armor. It wasn't even worth it. It was so mad. Yeah, you stopped streaming just before my lecture was done. Yeah, I was so mad. Fuck Kavach. Yeah, for real. I have nearly ran out of rum. This is a dark day. You're drinking rum? You sound like Captain Jack Sparrow. He's like, there's no more rum. Yeah. So, next slide, please. And thank you. Can we? Okay. Minecraft movie block party. So, Warner Bros. Wants you to tap into the meme potential by launching a Minecraft movie block party edition. This is a real thing. There's a special edition of the movie that you can go to that allows you to be a fucking nuisance. Hoping to capitalize on the success with fan engagement, they're allowing people to go all out on select showings. And here's a short they made about it. This is from the...
ready for a Minecraft movie block party edition?
Yes!
It's time to sing along. Meme along to every favorite moment from the movie.
Let's Minecraft!
A Minecraft movie, rated PG. Special edition block party begins May 2nd.
I'm surprised they didn't put Chicken Jockey in there. But yeah, so they want people to go in, sing, scream Chicken Jockey, and go crazy at these select showings. What the fuck? Yeah, they're literally leaning into it. Welcome in, Skittles. Chicken Jockey. Yeah. So that's crazy. But we'll see if it works out for them. I honestly don't think it will. I think the fact that they're now allowing people to act this way is going to make them, it's going to reverse psychology them, and they're not going to want to participate. Hey guys, welcome in, Skittles. I mean, it's going to be fun. I don't know. I've already seen the movie. I'm definitely not going to see this. I couldn't bear to be around a bunch of fucking children screaming Chicken Jockey. I couldn't stand to do that. I went to the special 21 and up lounge for that reason. So, yeah. I love the fucking construction in the background. That's fucking awesome. I'm moving tomorrow though, so this will no longer be an issue. That'll be sick. That's so fucking obnoxious. Well, alright. Xbox is increasing prices. Xbox is increasing the prices for all of their products going forward. A lot of people think this has to do with the tariffs. It probably does in a little bit, but I don't think it has anything to do with games. I think they're just doing that for the love of the sport. Their consoles are increasing 22.2% on average. I averaged it out between every single price increase. The highest is 25%, the lowest is 20%. But it's an on average 22.2%. Their headsets and controllers will go from $65 to $200 now, and their games will now be a staggering $80. A lot of people have been talking about this one. They're following Switch 2. Switch 2 has set the mood, and now everyone's following, so I'm sure PlayStation's going to do the same thing. Games are now going to be $80 for AAA. It's ridiculous. New setup, can't wait, kind of pushing you to buy the Game Pass. I guess. Yeah, I guess this increases the value of Game Pass, but it's still really sucky. Like, I don't want to pay $80 for... I don't even want to pay $70 for a game. I don't even like that. I haven't bought one $70 game. Actually, no, that's a lie. I bought the Final Fantasy remake. I didn't even play it yet. So that's the only $70 game I've ever purchased. I don't think games are worth $70. I really don't. I don't get enough value out of games for $70 to be reasonable. I don't even like to pay $60 for a game. Like, the last game I paid like $60 for was Baldur's Gate 3. I was like, $60 for this? Hell yeah. That's a great deal. Inzoi was like $40 is a great price tag. When I see a game for $40, that's usually like my happy point, I guess. Like, I see a $40 game, I'm like, that's it. I would only pay £80 or €80 if it gets a disc. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, I would want a physical that's the worst part, is like a lot of these games you don't even actually own. You just get like a license to. That's crazy. Like, you're paying $80 for the privilege of like using something. Like, you're paying $80 to rent it, basically. New setup, can't wait. I know, we're gonna do a lot of cool stuff. I kind of want to get a stream deck. I want to go all out. I'm gonna have more room, actually. So I'm gonna try to set up like a whole thing. We'll have like a stage, pretty much. Unless you're a pirate, yeah. I mean, dude, honestly, piracy is gonna go up. A lot of people think that they can just keep raising prices and people are gonna keep paying them. That's not true. Eventually, piracy is going to come back. The only reason piracy's gone down in recent years is because it's really convenient. Most games you can buy, most games are cheap. If you can't buy most games, you can't get them cheaply, then people are going to just pirate them. Arg. Yeah, but they have a dead man switch. It's gonna be bad for you. Yeah, if it's on their console, right? All Xboxes, fun fact, have dead man switches. Dead man, if you want to call them that. Same with PlayStation and Switch. If they catch you cheating, they will lock your console. You can't use it anymore. It's crazy. They can brick your console remotely. I would only spend 60 on a game if it's a good space game now, to be honest, as other games I play are free to play FPS games. Yeah, it's a really tough market to be charging $80 nowadays. Like, most people aren't paying that much for games. Especially when you're living in a world where there's so many free experiences. Like, Fortnite is one of the most popular games in the world, and it's free. And honestly, Fortnite has great value proposition. There's also Marvel Rivals. That's free, right? And then now we have like again, going back to Marathon. If they want to charge like $60, if they want to charge $80 for that, they're going to have a really hard time finding people willing to buy that. They really are. In a world with free Marvel Rivals games and free Fortnites. Who likes Fortnite? You know, like, meme about it all you want. Like, there's not a good market for $80 games. There just isn't. Unless you're playing Star Citizen. Do you know I would do... Wait. Do you know I would do if they did that to me? I would overload the internet. I don't think you can overload Xboxes. I don't think you can overload the internet on Microsoft. Fuck Fortnite shithole. Yeah, it's not. I'm just giving you an example. Honestly, Fortnite's not a bad game. Like, I don't like it. I don't really play it, but I have played it, and I was like, you know what? If I was 13, I'd have a lot of fun with this. This would be something I'd like to play as a 13-year-old. Like, for sure. I get why kids like it. Yeah, but PC games have dead man switches too, like the Steam DRM. You need to run Steam for some disc games, and if the game gets deleted from Steam, the disc doesn't work anymore. Yeah, that's true. But they can't like destroy your console or your computer. Not like Xbox. Like, Xbox can literally brick your console if they want to. They can just totally shut it down. Depends on who provides your torrents. Do you want to test my internet skills? Not really. But I'm not Xbox. I'm not Microsoft. I think there's if you're able to like hack me, it's a totally different beast than being able to hack Microsoft. I feel like they have pretty good cybersecurity. They have great cybersecurity. I just wanted to switch cameras again just to remind you that I have that. Anyways, that's it for our news. Our pro tip of the day is to kill your vices. Yay! Stop drinking or whatever. So if you haven't noticed, instead of a beer today, we're actually drinking a Dr. Pee-Pee. What did Evie do? Come on. It's 10 times harder to hack Zen unless he doxes himself. I don't want to be the guy who's like, no one can hack me and then get hacked. So I'm not gonna mess with that. Anyways, so why are we talking about vices today? Well, here's a paragraph for you. We all have goals that we want to meet. Some of us want to make music, others want to make games, and some of us just want to be happy. Isn't that what we all want in life at the end of the day? Therefore, it's vital to ask yourself if your actions are leading you closer to those goals or if they are inhibiting you. Is drinking making you happy? Is it making you fulfilled? Is it leading you towards finishing a game or finishing a song or writing that book? You know? Vices can be tough roadblocks for some of our goals, and addiction can bring hopelessness. So vices and addiction are completely different things, right? Like, a vice is something like, oh, I just want to have a drink at the end of the day, you know, but addiction is like a thing that takes over your life, right? And it always leads to hopelessness. There's no way to coexist with an addiction. And addiction could be anything, right? These things can come in the form of drugs. They can come in the form of alcohol. It can even just be video games, right? There are lots of people who are addicted to video games. They just sit inside, like the hikikomori or whatever from in Japan, like the people that just never leave their room, play video games all day. They pay $40,000 on Honkai Star Rail, or even just lust. Some people just like hook up with people all the time, have meaningless sex. and it doesn't leave them fulfilled. Crazy, right? If you find yourself chasing these things more than your dreams, then you have to realign your priorities, lest you never get anywhere, right? And I have struggled with all the things above. That's why I mentioned them, because I specifically know how those things can take over your life. I've spent days playing video games. I've had hookups that just leave me feeling like a fucking shitty person. I've used a lot of marijuana and like missed out on family get-togethers, or like even just like experiencing things with my friends because I just wanted to stay at home and get high, or alcohol. Like I used to drink a lot. I don't really think that alcohol is too bad for me anymore, but I used to. Like when I was 19, oh boy, I was a little drinking cannon. I recognized these things were keeping me from my dreams, and I've been taking actions to curb my reliance on them and redirected my attention to relying on completing my goals, right? So for the month of May, I've been trying to go completely sober. Using nothing. So no caffeine, no alcohol, and no marijuana. None of those things. We'll see where we are at the end of May, but I have a feeling I'm going to feel a lot better. No stream beers? The fuck? Yep, no stream beers for the month of May. May is sober month. So, yeah, congratulations. No stream beers. I am so sorry. Good luck trying to be cold turkey for a while. I know. I've already been kind of snippy about it. It's kind of weird. I've also quit eating sugar at one point. Not currently, right now, like as I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper. Clearly I didn't quit sugar, but if you've ever tried stopping to consume sugar, it also makes you like have withdrawals. It's crazy. There's all these things that we rely on that we don't even recognize. You get withdrawal symptoms from like not drinking soda sometimes. It's crazy. So yeah, just do what you can to curb these things. If they start getting into a problem, like if you can't meet your goals because you're too busy drinking or you're too busy partying or doing whatever it is, like ask yourself, is that what you want to do with your life? Is that what you want your life to be? And the odds are probably not. That being said, there's always like, I think anything's fine in moderation, but this month I just want to challenge myself and see if I can even do it. I think that's the main question, because like I think for the last 3 years I haven't gone a single day. Fun fact, I haven't gone a single day without smoking weed. And currently it's been 4 days without smoking weed, and it's been the longest in my life that I haven't smoked. So that's crazy. I mean, build my uni classes so you can watch your stream. Oh, I build my uni classes so I can watch your stream? No bong for only hire? We already got the bong clip. We should create a support group. Good luck, Zen. Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, we all have goals that we want to do. Like for Mo, your goal is to watch the stream, and I appreciate that. And, you structure your life around those things, right? You have to, I don't know, you have to just recognize like what is important in your life, right? For me, like Infinium is really important. I really want to finish this game. And I spend too much time smoking, right? I get stoned and I'll sit in front of my computer and I won't get anything done. I'll get shit done, right? So I'm just trying to go through the month of May and just focus on that. Focus on producing things, focusing on like making art, and like not focusing on indulging myself for a little while. Cause we have a lot of life ahead of us. We don't need to indulge ourselves right now, right? You can grind a little bit. We can afford the time to grind. Back in a bit. I'm not alone. Sames. I structure my life around this stream. Oh, you guys are too kind. I get told off by my girlfriend every Sunday to stay awake super late to watch your streams. Oh, usually so late in UK time? What? Oh, thank you. All I do is fucking grind. That's true, Clarence. You do work a lot. You don't ever sleep. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know if anyone has the same issues. I'm not even saying anybody here does, but I know that I've had issues with like relying on things, or like even like I've had.
Real name's Clarence.
I've had video game addictions even, which is like a weird thing that a lot of people don't talk about, but does exist. Like there are people who will spend their entire lives playing games and won't get anything done. So, just evaluate yourself. Ask yourself, am I wasting time or am I just enjoying things in moderation? Is what I'm doing healthy or is it keeping me from making my goals? 21 minutes left. Don't change it. Anyways, community highlight of the week. Who's it going to be? I literally have it set to be who's it going to be because I didn't even set this up until minutes ago. So we have, I think this is Kezi's, his Fable 2 project that he's working on. What the fuck is this? Wait, is this the chicken? Is this the chicken kick? Oh, he added chicken kicking. Do you guys even know what that is? So in Fable 2 you can chick kickins. New mechanic for my Fable project. I bet you can't guess what it's going to be. I can guess what it's going to be. It's going to be the chicken kick. Let's see. Fable chicken kicking. Chicken kicking competition?
But there's chickens. Chicken kicking. Woohoo! 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 Yeah! 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 Woo!
Yeah, you can kick the chickens in this game.
Oh, field goal! You see that? It went all the way over that.
Humans are scary creatures, huh? Yeah, and then we also have Clarent. He's working on a space game, and I think this is like a space station that he's working on, which is pretty cool. It's very Star Citizen inspired, so that's sick. Also, we have a little bit of a sneak peek of, oh my gosh, dude, this is so cool. Can we make this bigger? Look at this, dude. This is a new Unity game that Stefan made that uses his mocap suit as like an like it influences the game. So I'm assuming these are all chatters that are like on this field, and he can smack them around. And I was joking about how I want him to toss me around. It always gets so gay anytime we talk about Stefan. So yeah, pretty cool stuff going on in our community. I like seeing all your guys' projects. It's cool. It's Hawking Station. You already have a name. Cool. Yeah, I was gonna say it would be cooler if you named it like Hawk Tua Station or something, but all right. Yeah, Kezi Chicken Kick. Yeah, that's what I knew it. I knew it. Can you make it Zen's face? Is it chicken kicking? Well, come on. Zenyan Station. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I think that's about it for our stream. Or not stream, but our YouTube VOD. I think we're pretty much good to go. So if you guys have anything you want to say, don't. I shouldn't even open the floor to you monsters. You're gonna be like chicken jockey. Anyways, say goodbye to YouTube. I think that's about it. We don't have anything else to show off unless Mo has something. I mean, Mo wants to start gambling. Zen Prime Station. Bye, YouTube. Sub to Zen and me. Yeah, sub to Claire. Wait, oh. You know what? When's the last time you streamed? You gotta get on stream, bro. Gotta earn them subs.